we are gonna talk about migration. I mean, we gave the devs an answer regarding their rules and stuff. Let's see what they make of it, of course, you know. Someone, which some of you may know, if you are in the official Discord, named Scorp, is a French player from server 70, made a very in-depth data sheet with like server power, server merits, and basically saying that the last migration kind of killed a lot of servers, and that if they keep the same migration rules, it will only worsen the state of some servers. You know, it will only make the strong stronger and make the weak weaker, and the mid servers will become weaker because, you know, usually Krakens from mid servers tend to want to move to bigger servers, right? Which is what happened during the first migration. So, okay, so migration is on its way. An even better gaming experience. We are about to kick off the second Empire migration event. For this round, we fine-tuned and improved some of the rules. Blah, blah, blah. So as always, they'll have, this is new actually, pre-event stage, migration preview, migration application, and free migration. So pre-event stage, for this migration event, we've added a brand new pre-event stage. The Empire Administrator role is automatically assigned to the Alliance leader of the highest power alliance on the server. So it's not related to the king anymore, it is linked to the leader of the highest power alliance. If a governor doesn't want to take on the role, they can temporarily leave their alliance or join a lower power alliance during the pre-event stage to avoid it. Once the pre-event stage ends, the candidate will be locked with no further changes allowed. During this stage, we'll also display an Empire Administrator candidate interface so you can easily see who the current candidates are. So no more, you know, getting randomly chosen for administrator if you don't want it, basically. Migration preview. During this stage, the Empire Administrator can edit the migration power limit and Empire announcement. The migration chat channel is open. Governors interested in migrating can contact administrators of their favored empires in advance to expedite the approval of the migration application during the application stage. Migration application. So this is where we were thinking maybe they will upgrade migration cap, like the power limit. Migration application. During this stage, governors can submit migration applications to their favored empires. Applications from governors whose power is below their favored empire's limit are considered regular migration applications, while those above the limit are classified as special migration applications. So exactly the same as before. Let's say the power limit is 100 million. If you are 120 million, then you are considered a special migrant. The administrator reviews migration applications from other empires. Yes. When an application is approved, a migration slot is deducted from the empire's quota for the event. Once a player's application is approved, they must complete their migration within a time limit, so exactly the same as before. Additionally, in this migration event, we will allow kings to migrate and provide kings with exclusive reminders. After a king migrates, the alliance leader occupying the imperial city will automatically become the new king. The original king's permissions will be cleared and transferred to the new king. So, again, no more... we've had that happen, right? Some people that could not migrate before because they were appointed king. And they could not move out from their server. So that will not be the case anymore. Free migration, so exactly the same as before. Which I kind of regret. I would have liked no free migration at all. That's just me, or less spots again. I think free migration is a mistake, and it's been abused even in some states. Some servers have had their free slots filled by alt accounts to basically take spots to prevent more people from joining in, which is kind of toxic, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it's happened. Migration quota, so this is where it gets interesting, and I had very high hopes here. Within each migration zone, empires are classified as either leading empires or regular empires based on their strength. In this migration event, leading empires will still have 50 slots, while regular empires get 75 slots. For special slot, leading empires will have 4 and regular empires will have 6. Kind of disappointing, honestly. 50 and 75 slots are not enough in my opinion. I mean, it would have been enough if we had more frequent migrations, but one migration every 6 months or something, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. Or maybe the slots wouldn't be an issue if you had merges or something, I don't know. Migration power limits for this event. Leading empires can set a power limit cap of 130 million, and regular empires can set a power limit cap of 140 million. So what does that mean? That means that from beta to empire 195, you are considered a regular migrant below 140 million power, which is big, by the way. That is enormous. 140 million is top 390 in game. Can you imagine that? That means like someone that's top 400 will be able to migrate and count as a free migrant. So technically, if you are a big server, let's say, and you're like let's say you're a server that's looking to only accept people above 100 million, you will be able to take in your server 75 players in the top 500 in the entire game, plus 6 from the top 300 basically. That is insane, I'm not gonna lie. That is a very high cap, I think. And for more recent servers, so 196 to 293, the limit cap will be 100 million for leading empires and 110 million for regular empires, which is still very high. Migration requirements, Citadel Riches level 22. I think this is a mistake as well. I think this is stupid. I think Citadel Riches level 22 is very stupid. I would have expected them to change that. 22 is way too low, man. I mean, you can get city level 22 in a week, like, and playing very chill. So that means that you can basically create alt accounts and just migrate out, and you know, completely be a parasite in your opponent's servers and completely, you know, mess with their free slots, their free migration slots. So I would have expected them to have Citadel Riches level 30, but I guess it is what it is. Migration pass, the higher your historical power, the more migration pass you will need. Exactly the same. This is exactly the same as well, so this is basically saying that you will not lose your resources, you will not lose your top-up, blah blah blah. Sorry, your top-up pack will be reset, you will not lose resources, blah blah blah, like the usual. Adjustments. We are improving our migration affects the Mightier Empire rankings data display. If a governor completes their migration before the Mightiest Empire settlement, their data will be wiped from the original server's rankings. This is good. If a governor migrates after the Mightiest Empire settlement, the original server ranking data will stay intact, which makes sense. We are streamlining the alliance rejoining process after migration. Once you migrate, the cooldown for leaving and joining alliances will be cleared, so you can join new alliances right away. Your alliance departure count will also be reset, which is great. We are updating the new character creation system. Governor will be able to create new characters on the server they left, but won't be able to create new characters on the server they moved to, which also makes sense. Since governors may run into different hero availability on different servers after migrating, we'll be adjusting which heroes are available from the Mightiest Governor and Legendary Advent in Empire 1 through 195 once migration event wraps up. Here are the specific changes. December 1 to 7, the Mightiest Governor top 10 rewards will include William the Conqueror, and December 15 will launch Legendary Advent featuring 4 heroes. So starting from December 15, 4 Season 6 heroes will be in the wheel for 7 days. So yeah, good optimizations. I think the heroes are very early, I'm not gonna lie. December 1, new heroes? Man, that's very early. I mean, it's only William, I guess. So yeah, these are the migration rules. So someone had a very good point. So I gave them some feedback. So I told them optimizing the king position was great, optimizing the power limit cap was great, confirming beta will be able to move out is great. The 7-day will be 4 heroes is great because that will allow everyone to unlock these heroes. And then I would suggest removing brackets or expanding them greatly. States up to 150 and 200 are pretty much the same progression stage now. No migration groups allow for more planning and puts every server on the same level. Having a higher migration cap for non-leading servers who desperately need it, not only to survive but also to compete against leading servers, allow for healthier and more exciting fights, which is what everybody's after. 50 and 75 spots are not enough, and then I said remove or have less free migration spots. Some people said the spots are not the problem are that we need merges because some servers are dying, you know, and migration will not fix that. Only merges will actually fix the issue. And so this guy, Scorp, honestly props to him because he has done amazing fucking data gathering, bro. So what you're seeing right now is the entire list of servers from server 1, a beta included as well, to server, I think, 300, ranked by power. I compiled the cumulative power of the top 10 alliances for every server, beta 1 to 10 plus empire 1 to 259. And just to be clear, yes, I'm fully aware that most servers only have 1 to 3 active alliances, so this method includes a lot of dead power. It's not a perfect competitiveness metric, but it still gives a very accurate global picture of server health and population distribution. So he's made fucking lots of data gathering, basically. What the data shows is extremely consistent. A large majority of servers are far below 10 billion total power. Can you imagine that? We have alliances that are 10 billion power in this game, and some servers do not even have that in total, meaning they are struggling or already functionally dead. A mid-tier exists, but it is shrinking and slowly sliding downward, which is what we talked about earlier. Only a very small fraction of servers exceed 20 billion, and they keep concentrating more and more of the active population, which is also what we talked about, is that the strong get stronger, the mid servers will lose players because they will want to go to the more active servers. And it's better to have more competitive servers than less. This is where the main issue appears. When every server receives roughly the same migration slot, the system naturally creates a strong funnel effect. Strong servers attract even more players, becoming stronger. Mid servers lose players, becoming weak. Weak servers cannot rebuild. They become dead, or they stay weak as they are. Each migration cycle accelerates this process. And this will only get worse if we don't get merge on top of migrations, or if we don't get more fluid or less restrictive migrations. A more flexible and adaptive migration system would greatly improve server diversity, competitiveness, and long-term player retention. So and then he continues into analysis. What his data shows: 27 servers have a total power below 5 billion, fully inactive or effectively dead servers. Below 5 billion. Like, I'm not talking alliance. 27 servers, so that's like roughly 10% of AOEM servers, have less than 5 billion power in their top 10 alliances. That's 10% of servers. They are effectively empty of players. 110 servers, that's like 30%, 33%, fall between 5 billion and 10 billion. So already we are close to 50% servers below 10 billion power. And then you have 35 servers, so that's like 10% as well. a bit more than 10%, 12%, who are above 20 billion. And these people will shit on you, okay? Like, and they will only get stronger. And that's what I mean when I say migration system is fucked up, and that currently it will not I mean, it will be good for some servers, but what we want to avoid is the strong to get stronger. The strong need to remain strong, okay, that's it. But in comparison to other servers, they must not gain more of an advantage. So very short stream, but stream regardless. I'll work on my videos. So yeah, the news about migrations here, you have them. And again, thanks to Scarb for his data, amazing job. We love to see it.